Hi, I'm Ashy. Welcome to my January alphabet painting series. So this year I decided to choose a New Year's resolution that I feel like is actually doable, and that is for the first 26 days of the year, to paint a small, quick watercolor sketch that corresponds with the letters of the alphabet. This will help me be disciplined and help me paint daily for this first, month or so. And hopefully this will help me also build that habit of creativity and just pulling out the paints every single day. And it's just building that habit of creativity. Let me know if you have any New Year's resolutions that you are deciding on for yourself this year. I'd love to hear your different ideas in the comments. So for each of these videos, I'll be using the brand new sketchbook that I'm starting this year. It's Moleskine watercolor album. It's not the highest quality paper, but for quick watercolor sketches, it does the job. Let's jump in. All right, on to day 15, and this is gonna be O is for owl. And for the owl, I'm gonna do a fun and kind of colorful, not realistic owl. So I'm gonna do it in blues and purples. And so I'm just gonna kind of wake up some of the paints here and do some mixing to get the colors that I want started at least. And I'm sure I'll have to mix more, but that's what we're gonna start with. And then I'm gonna get some black here, and I'm actually gonna start with the eyes. So I'm gonna make 2 circles for the eyes here. Try to make them fairly symmetrical. It's not gonna be perfect. I am not gonna sketch this first. I'm just gonna go straight in with the brush and do sketching with the watercolor and kind of add in the little eyebrows. Okay, and then I'm just gonna get my brush wet, dry it off, and blend that color out. Blend the black out into the rest of the eyeball, leaving some white highlights. Okay. Now I'm gonna start building up colors around it. So just gonna kind of do some circles around the eyes here in blue. And I need to remember what colors I have in my palette, because I definitely don't remember what colors of blue I have, and I probably should, but that's okay. Okay, and kind of get the basic head shape in here for my owl. And I'm just sketching this pretty lightly here with this blue, and then I'll go in with darker colors around it. Okay, and then same with, let's go ahead and get the basic body shape in. And he's gonna be kind of a little round owl here. It's round, and then put little like wings out away from his body a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of blend that out toward the center. Get rid of the hard edges. There we go. Okay. Now to start adding in kind of the layers. Actually, I'm going to do a Payne's Gray beak here before I get too far. So it's like a little curved triangle, basically. So a line right between the eyes, coming down to a point. Okay, now I can start building up the blues, and I'm just gonna kind of go out and kind of do feathery motions with my brush, where I just kind of swipe and lift out toward the edges of the face. And then add in some deeper colors, and mostly this is going to be wet and wet, but I'm not using a ton of water, so there'll be some areas that is more wet on dry where it's just drying faster because I'm not using a lot of water. And so those areas will look more defined, and then the areas where it's more wet will bleed in and soften more. Okay, start introducing a little bit of purple here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and add some blue around his eyes. Get a more concentrated version of that color to make it really pop. Okay. Now go back in and get some of the lighter blue and kind of fill in around just a little bit more. Okay. And then I want to make his eyes stand out more, so I'm just going to add more of the black, still preserving where the highlight was initially. Okay, now for the body, I want it to stay soft and not have a bunch of detail or definition, so I'm just gonna wet up the body here, and then I'm gonna make sure it's not too wet and add in some of those same colors. But it's going to be added onto a wet page, so they're going to be not as intense. And if you want to create a highlight again, just on a wet page, clean your brush, dry it off, and then lift some of the paint and then wipe it off on a towel or a paper towel or whatever. Okay. And I'm just trying to build that color a little bit more on the left side here than on the right, but I'm going to go ahead and add just a tiny bit more over to the edge on the right side too. And there's kind of my basic owl. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of splattering, just because it's fun. So I'm just going to kind of mix these colors together that I had here, and then get a little bit more water, and then just kind of tap it in. So you can use your finger, you can use another brush. And I'm just going to get some areas wet. Kind of let it bleed out a little bit and then do it again. And then this will make the splatter kind of bleed out into those areas. Get a little bit more intense color here. Okay. And then you can see it's just starting to soften where I had introduced the water. And clean up this other half of this page where I'm gonna do another painting. Kind of tap some of these ones that got a little bit too dark over here. I want those to be a little bit softer. And then same on the owl. I want those to be soft. Okay. All right. Now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the same color theme with the blues and purples for the word. So I'm just going to mix up a purple here and do my O. O is for, and grab a blue brush pen to write owl. And so I'm still kind of working on this calligraphy writing with my brush watercolor markers or brush pens. And so I'm trying to get the word straight and working on the light up, heavy down. There we go. Day, what is it? 15. O is for owl. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to see when each of my new videos drops. Have an awesome day.